This video is brought to you by Island Marine Rentals. 5 hazards that come with paddle boarding and how to avoid them. People often ask, is paddle boarding safe? This is a fun water adventure and activity for everyone. However, minor accidents happen due to unpreparedness and a lack of knowledge about the basics. It is vital to know these paddle boarding hazards to ensure your safety. Knowing the basic paddle boarding safety tips will ensure that everyone has an enjoyable and unforgettable time without any accidents. Here are the common hazards that come with paddle boarding and how to avoid them. 1. Not wearing the appropriate PFD. Number 1 on our list of paddle boarding tips is wear the appropriate personal flotation device. It doesn't matter if you are an expert or a beginner. It is important to prioritize safety more than anything else. The water is unpredictable. Dangerous waves can crash into you at any time. This can knock you down from your paddle board. If you are wearing a suitable life jacket, you won't have to worry about sinking. Drowning incidents or injuries can be avoided when you know the proper life jacket for you. Even if you are a good swimmer, you never know when unfortunate events can occur. You may think that drowning incidents are not common, but you're mistaken. Wear a life jacket, the life you save could be yours. 2. Not considering the weather conditions. Even if you are excited to show off your paddle boarding skills, it is important to research the weather on the day that you're planning to go into the water. Is it safe to paddleboard in Florida? You might ask. It will always be safe to go paddleboarding as long as you know the weather conditions. Know that the key to safety is planning ahead of time. You can avoid accidents if you always check the weather before you go. Beginners are advised not to go paddleboarding on a rainy or windy day. Gigantic waves are likely to occur. You should know your limits to prevent any accidents from happening. 3. Not knowing how to swim. Even if you have the proper flotation device, it is best that you know how to swim. This is another crucial paddle boarding safety tip. If you are knocked off your paddle board, you should know how to get to safety. It is important to build your swimming skills, so that you can survive in the water for as long as you can until help arrives. People often make the mistake of being too comfortable because they know that they are wearing a life jacket. However, a personal flotation device can only do so much. It is still best that you know how to stay afloat without it. 4. Not paddle boarding with other people. Amateurs are advised to use paddleboard rentals with friends or loved ones. This can guarantee that someone will be there to save you in case something happens. It might be cool to go on your own and explore, but it increases the risk of you getting lost and injured. If that happens, people may not know about it, or a rescue team may have a difficult time locating you. 5. Not knowing what to do in shallow waters. It is possible that you will not notice when you have reached shallow waters, especially if you are having a good time. However, people often don't know the area they are paddle boarding in. You may encounter shallow waters inhabited by coral reefs, rocks, sea urchins, oyster beds, and other sea creatures. If you fall in these places, you may have extensive injuries from sharp rocks or coral reefs. It is best to do research about the place before you go paddle boarding. You should also master how to maintain your balance on your paddle board perfectly. It is also best to use the appropriate paddle board. These are only a few of the hazards that you may encounter when you go paddle boarding. Remember to always prioritize your safety and others. You don't have to worry about any hazards if you know how to avoid them. If you are wondering where you can rent quality paddle boards, Island Marine Rentals can accommodate you. We also offer the best boat rental service in Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, should you want to try other water adventures. We can't wait to serve and give you the best paddle boarding experience.